You know, it occurs to me that in Thunderfoot's video, called The Problem of Religion, he shows that Newton created a scientific model, which is called Newtonian physics. Well, Newton was a more prolific author of Christian documents than he ever was of science, and I'm sure you wouldn't accuse him of being unintelligent or a lazy thinker.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But let's for the moment assume that Newton did comparable amounts of work on Christianity and science. Now let's establish the value of those contributions in different fields from a smart man in order to get a feel for which of these forms of work has a greater value to mankind. Well, muse momentarily merely on Master Newton's materialistic model of the motion of matter, manufactured by the scientific method and meticulously and massively tested by measurement, a model that markedly never mentions God or gods once, nor does it mutter of the mysterious, miraculous, or magical. It is monumentally made merely of the mundanely materialistic, and therein materializes its momentous muscle. This theory, that is, this accurate descriptive model of reality, is taught in almost every school on earth. It is a model that revolutionized civilization. Every plane that soars through the sky, every piston stroke of a car engine, every hard drive that spins, such are the abilities that this model enables. Now let's compare that to a comparable amount of work that the selfsame man did on Christianity, as a sort of internal standard. Well, is it taught anywhere? I mean, really, does anyone even know or care what the man thought religiously? Look, his secular ideas revolutionized civilization. How much of a revolutionary effect did his religious or other superstitious ideas have on civilization? Yep, PCS. That's the ballpark value to civilization in a nutshell. No, what do you reckon? 1,000 to 1, 10,000 to 1 in favor of science? Something like that. I know you can almost hear him spluttering already, but that's not fair. You're comparing religions to something that can actually achieve results. Yeah, that's right. Science, bitches. It works. Look, Newton made some significant and verifiable materialistic discoveries. He also believed in some supernatural and unverifiable stuff like Christianity, the philosopher's stone that could turn base metals into gold, and the elixir of life. The fact that Newton made some great scientific advances lends no credibility to any of his supernatural beliefs, whether it be about magic turning lead into gold or to Christianity.
A question that I would like to pose is, if we cannot use the Bible to support the Bible as Christians, why is it that science can be used to support science?
Simple, my chubby shade-wearing friend. Science is not used to prove science. Science is just a methodology that is found to have a track record of success in producing models of predictive utility about reality. Allow me to jog your memory. Science, bitch, it works. Indeed, it's so successful, it's not that it's just got no peer or rival, it's genuinely in a class of its own. There simply is no other methodology that can even compete with it in terms of its ability to deliver the goods. That is the measure of the success of science. And where is the measure of the success of religion? Where are the pragmatic and demonstrable benefits of using the Bible to prove the Bible true?
I also see another mistake here, and that's simply ignoring the value of certain things that we find in religion concerning the natural world. For example, in 1929, the Hubble telescope discovered that
Gah, the stupidity, it burns already. The Hubble telescope wasn't even launched until 1990. And yeah, it was named in honor of the great astronomer Edwin Hubble, who had died some 40 years earlier. And no, Hubble might have been a bit of an egotistical jerk, but he didn't name the telescope he used after himself. Now, that honor went to the guy who paid for the telescope, a guy called Hooker. Yep, Hubble, the only guy ever to almost win a Nobel Prize for spending long, exciting nights above LA with a very expensive hooker.
in 1929, the Hubble telescope discovered that galaxies were moving apart, which led to the expanding universe model.
Okay, so you got that. The expanding universe, part of the Big Bang model, was proposed by science. It made predictions like the cosmic microwave background, and it was its ability to make such predictions, which could be later experimentally verified, is one of the reasons why it's held to be a good description of reality.
Which led to the expanding universe model. Now, it may be interesting for you guys to know that the Bible has been saying this for over 3,000 years.
Sorry, PCS. I'm going to have to contest you on that point on, well, reality. The one thing that you'll note is that at no point in the last 3,000 years did any of the millions of Christians who have read the Bible say, you know, this Bible's the best source of knowledge in the world. Maybe we should verify some of it and use it to, I don't know, discover modern water treatment or design the odd vaccine. Whatever. Something that might save a few billion lives. And hey, here's a passage that sounds like the universe expanded once but isn't anymore. I wonder what predictions could be made based on this model that might be subject to some sort of verifiable test. And you know why it didn't happen that way? Because the Bible has no predictive capability. It is a 100% track record of being able to make no useful predictions. And it's not for want of trying either. Remember our alchemist Christian Newton? Well, he strongly believed in the prophetic interpretation of the Bible. And what would you know? Newton read the same Bible you did and made no mention of an expanding universe. Newtonian motion, or for that matter, any scientific discovery. What are the chances, eh? Yeah, PCS. There's a reason why the Bible played no role whatsoever in the discovery or development of the Big Bang Theory, or for that matter, any scientific discovery. But please, PCS, prove me wrong. Look, you claim to know that God exists.
I know God exists. How about you?
Pretty sure God exists.
Yeah, God exists.
And you claim that the Bible has predictive capability, just like Newton
We
did.
say the Bible says this about the world or about the future, and it comes to pass.
Damn, you even claim to have personal experiences with this God and have special access to knowledge that others don't.
You do not have special access to knowledge that others do not have. Well, divine revelation is precisely that. God has spoken to us, and it is, of course, given to everyone. Anyone can pick up a Bible, but we access that truth by faith. Not everyone believes it, and through unbelief, you're actually cut off from the truth. So yes, I have special access to knowledge that atheists do not have, though it is accessible to them. It is their unbelief that does not allow them to intellectually assent to that truth.
Well, it's time to put that to the test, PCS. Time to show that your God and your Bible have predictive capability. All you have to do is come up with some great Nobel Prize-winning discovery between you and your God and source it to the Bible. Damn, Hubble almost got his Nobel Prize for his scientific effort. You know, the one that you think the Bible should get the rights on. And what would you know? Oddly enough, the Muslims think that the Quran should get the rights on it. Now it's time for you to deliver. Tell us something else from the Bible, currently unknown to mankind, that is worthy of a Nobel Prize. You know, like the expanding universe thing that Hubble almost got his for. I'm going to make a prediction, PCS, based on an extrapolation of both yours and the Bible's track record, based on the history of your religion. I mean, damn, let's be real, based on the history of all religions. You are going to fail.